The most valuable asset in an enterprise is the seasoned judgment of its leaders. Yet firms trap that intellectual value inside a linear, time-bound model. Under this linear constraint, every hour of enterprise value creation requires an executive's direct presence. When the executive stops, the value production stops. This portrait of Peter Drucker highlights the 20th century management model, where localized, time-bound expertise was sufficient for a successful career. Modern complexity has made this model a liability. Legacy is no longer an ego-driven vanity project or a monument built after work is done. We have to evaluate expertise through the lens of optionality. As Nassim Nicholas Taleb's work suggests, direct consulting creates short optionality, high certainty but capped upside. Scalable systems provide long optionality, creating asymmetric returns that function independently of the clock. Commercial legacy is the architectural discipline of converting direct certificate into compounding intellectual property. This drive to build something that survives us is rooted in generativity, developed by Erik Erikson to describe the adult need to contribute to a future we will not fully inhabit. In the enterprise, this means moving beyond personal maintenance and toward building institutional structures. Historically, generativity focused on mentoring the next generation of human practitioners. Today, that responsibility includes building frameworks that train and calibrate the next generation of AI systems. AI reaches its highest leverage when it is used to extract and scale localized human judgment. Michael Polanyi's knowledge framework identifies tacit knowledge as the intuitive professional judgment locked inside an executive's head. Because it is undocumented, tacit knowledge is fragile and unscalable, even though it accounts for the majority of a firm's intellectual alpha. This stands in contrast to explicit knowledge, the structured frameworks that a company can transfer, license, and digitize. Most executives fail to convert their expertise into corporate assets because of a specific mechanical friction. This 1,000-hour production bar represents the time traditionally required to document complex frameworks. For a senior partner with no free capacity, this creates a total bottleneck. This time-cost friction causes an enterprise's intellectual value to evaporate the moment a senior leader leaves the firm. The AI Framework Interview Protocol provides a mechanical solution. Large language models are deployed as rigorous adversarial thinking partners, rather than simple writing assistants. The AI interrogates the executive to surface unstated assumptions and map out the internal logic of their intuitive leaps. By automating the structural conversion of spoken dialogue into documented methodologies, this protocol reduces the production time for intellectual property by 60 to 80%. We see the impact of this in the case of Kwame, a management consultant who held a proprietary diagnostic framework for 8 years. That framework was trapped as tribal knowledge within a single team, generating no compounding value for the firm at large. After using the extraction protocol for his framework, it reached 12,000 downloads, led to Fortune 500 adoption, and increased pipeline by 40%. AI changes IP creation from solitary labor into a high-leverage act of guided extraction. Scaling knowledge requires a structural blueprint. Layer 1 is direct contribution, real-time client work that provides the foundation but doesn't compound. Layer 2 is captured contribution, where AI converts intuition into distributable explicit assets like methodologies and courses. Layer 3 is the platform, digital infrastructure and communities hosting the captured methodology. Layer 4 is the practitioner phase, where others are trained to execute independently. Layer 5 is the paradigmatic level, becoming the recognized industry standard. Senior leaders use AI to architect these compounding layers while maintaining their direct operations. The explicit intellectual property extracted today is more than a static manual or a PDF. This structured proprietary data serves as the foundation for customized enterprise AI models. This creates what we call a persistent digital presence, an active AI model trained on a leader's distinct intellectual signature. These models can interact with new problems and deploy a leader's specific judgment globally, regardless of their personal schedule. The architectural promise of this era is a responsive, evolving intellectual presence that functions independently of the person who built it. Leaders who rely exclusively on direct linear output will face rapid professional depreciation in the coming decade. Conversely, those who utilize AI as an extraction engine today gain a distinct compounding leverage over their expertise. The choice is no longer whether to build this architecture, but when to begin the transition. What you systematically make explicit today becomes the foundation of what AI amplifies tomorrow.